Hey, this is Kenny from Business Central again. In this video, I want to show you how you can do something called sensitivity simulation in Excel on your Excel reports from Business Central. So here's the end result. I'm trying to simulate tariff impact on my balance. In this case, different impact on my adjusted net income. Now, the tariff here doesn't have to be a 2.5 or a 60% tariff. It could just be the impact of tariffs on my expense or on my costs. And then you can see that for different values of this impact, your adjusted income is getting like lower and lower until there's a threshold between 15 and 17.5%. You actually stop getting cash flow and start really losing money, and that's also what the graph shows. So in this video, I'm just want to show you how you can get to this picture, not necessarily goal seek where exactly your pain point is. We can do that in another video. Okay, so how do you do this? This is a trial balance budget and a report. You can probably do this trick with any of the trial balance reports. And this particular report has for different chart of accounts or chart of account categories maybe. There is a number, a balance, and you also, and you can see, for instance, for net income, we have a balance of something. Okay, so this table here, or this report, is sourced from a hidden worksheet in this report. So if I unhide everything and choose the merged query worksheet here, there is a table. You can see that's a table design merged query, a name table that is merging all the finance data with the dimension lookups and with the account information. So this is actually the data source for these pivot tables, and we're going to use that in our analysis. So let's go and check this simulation worksheet out. Over here, I have just copied over just to get some number. I didn't take the expense, I just put in a number, but of course I would take that from the actual trial balance, the merge query table. I'm taking the total expense. I have an adjustment in percentage. In this case, it's just 0. And then I adjusted that, this number with that percentage. I'm also documented my formulas here with this formula text formula in Excel. So this guy here is showing me the formula text for B4. So I can easily see here that it's 1 plus this percentage times the total expenses, the adjusted expense. Okay, and then in this case, I did take the net income from that merged query. So I'm taking that plus the adjusted expense and just changing the minus sign so that we want to see our net income as a positive number. And that's the net income. And then the adjusted one is then, instead of the expense, we use the adjusted expense. You can see that B4 here instead of B2. And in this simulation, I could just say 2% would give me adjusted income of something. If I have a 5%, it would be something else. But how do I go from this little finance model to this guy over here? Let me show you. So I'll just pick the headings here, and I will put in 2.5%, and I'll put in 5%, and I'll just drag this down here to get some different values. And then how do we get, for this particular percentage, that value? Now we could put in just a formula and just merge all of this calculation in a formula here, but that formula is going to be very difficult to read. So instead, we want to use Excel's what if analysis feature to do this. So I'll put in what I call a ghost value here. This is the actual end result. So we don't actually need that. We just need that. Excel just needs this for the calculation. And then we'll mark all of this and choose data and choose what if analysis and data table. In data table, we can it can do a lot, but in this case, we only want to just model what is the column, like where do we get these different value, like where do we plug in these values in the formula for adjusted income, and in our case that's the tariff adjustment in percent here. So I'll just choose that and choose OK, and there you go. Now you have Excel kind of redoing that calculation for all these values, and then you can we can just have Excel also add a little visual just to see that graph. Insert recommended chart. I'll just pick the first one, and there you go. And now, what I find interesting of this is that we are now using advanced features in Excel on a report from Business Central. And of course, we don't want to waste this analysis. So we should just, if you like this approach, you can upload this Excel workbook as a template now, as an Excel layout for this particular report. And then you can run the report with or without this, depending on when you which layout for the report you choose. So I think that's pretty cool. And in videos in the future, I'll try to explain more of these financial modeling skills that you can now apply to every single report in Business Central if it has an Excel layout, or open in Excel. Open Excel doesn't allow you to upload your template again, but you could still do that analysis on any list page data with these what if features in Excel. That's what I wanted to show you. Have a great day. I'll see you another time. Thank you.